It's the bid here, and I'm super excited. I am going to share with you the first ever betting system I ever built when I was 18 years old, before there was any predictive modeling out there. I didn't use this to bet uh, in Vegas, but I did use it once I turned 21 to actually go to Vegas and pay for a lot of my Vegas trips this way. What I've done is created a model that you do not need any statistical analysis to do. It's a 4-step system. We're not going to be able to fit it all in one video. I like to keep these videos 5 minutes or shorter, so we'll actually make this a multi-step series. But we're going to start with going to covers.com. Why covers.com? Covers.com has been around forever. They're actually who provides the data to Vegas to do those overnight lines when you go into a sports book and you get one of those sheets. So that's how I found out about Covers. And when you're on Covers, you're going to pick the sport you want to play. So I'm picking NFL because that's what we've been talking about. But NFL, NCAA, NBA, all those sports will work with this system. And then you're going to go to the scoring and matchup section. So when you click on the scoring and matchup section, oops, clicked on the wrong thing. It's going to bring you up to the game. So star one, 4-star system, star one, the requirement is that you know something about these sports. We're not going to look at any trends. We're just going to pick based off of our gut. And I don't usually pick every game, but for the sake of this video, I'll do that so that we can kind of work through the different systems. So in this instance, I'm going to look at these, and I always focus on what the live line is. So what the opening line is, this is called line movement. We'll go over that in another video. I'm always going to focus on live line. So in this instance, Kansas City is favored at 9 points. I still like the Jags, so I'm going to take Jags at 9 points here. Trevor Lawrence is a winner. I think he's going to be able to cover that line. Next, we're going to go, I love the line moving the other way, even though majority of the money or the bets are on the Giants. The majority of the money is actually on the Eagles pushing the line up. I'm going to take the Giants. I think the Giants are a well-coached team. I think they can cover a touchdown. Next, we're looking at Buffalo. This is a really hard game for me. I probably would not pick this game, but if I did, I'm going to go with Buffalo. And then we also have Cowboys and Niners. Again, a really hard game for me, but if I was going to go with this, the Cowboys looked great last week. I think someone needs to challenge Purdy and see if he can really play, so I'm going to go Cowboys. So next thing you're going to do is set up a doc. This is a super simple doc. I might even give it out for free, but with 4 stars, and then we have what each of these things mean. So the first one is no data to back it up. That's our gut pick. I laid all those out here. The second thing I'm going to want to do is I'm going to go game by game, and I'm going to check, does this work for this system? So positive current trends for your pick. So let's do the Jags +9. If I go back, all I need to do is click this trend section right here. So when I click trends, it's going to pull up the trends. So Covers makes it super easy for you. Any trend that's 80% or higher will be a flame. Anything that's 20% or colder is going to be this cold streak. I'm going to look at positive trends specifically for the Jaguars. And what we see here is almost every one of these trends are positive trends except for these 2 bottom ones. But the thing that I'm usually most interested in is how have they been playing recently? So the fact that they're 6-1-1 against the spread in their last 8 against AFC teams, very interesting stat for me, but also just 5-1 overall. That means they finished the season really strong, and they're 4-0 against teams with winning records. So for me, this indicates that at a minimum, this is a 2-star bet. So I'm going to go back to Jacksonville. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come down to my positive trends. I'm going to drop it in there. Awesome. The next says positive current trend for your pick and a negative current trend for your opponent. So let's go back to Jackson here, and then we're going to go to Kansas City. Oh, this is looking good. So Kansas City has a lot of negative trends, and a lot of those trends are associated with the last games that they've played. The biggest one for me is 1-7-1 in their last 9 home games, and 0-4 against teams with a winning record. It's pretty nice. 2-10 after a straight up win. So I know I'm about to, kind of hit that 5-minute mark, but this shows me that this is a 3-star pick. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to grab Jacksonville, and I'm going to come down, and I'm going to drop Jacksonville in there, and then I'll meet you all in video number 2.